Have you ever wondered why bees die after stinging? It's a common occurrence and one that has puzzled many for years. After all, it seems counterproductive for an insect to sacrifice its own life just to protect its colony. However, there is a sad reason behind this behavior that is crucial to the survival of the entire bee population. In this blog post, we will explore the science behind why bees die after stinging and the important role they play in our ecosystem. Get ready to discover the heartbreaking truth behind this unique aspect of bee biology, understanding the basic life of bees. Imagine a bustling city in miniature. That's a bee colony for you, home to thousands of buzzing inhabitants. Each colony is a fascinating society of industrious individuals led by a matriarch, the queen bee. Among the hive's many occupants, worker bees are the ones you'd probably recognize, busy dancing around blossoms and returning laden with pollen. These hardworking ladies wear many hats, or should we say wings, from acting as diligent grocers who gather nectar and pollen from flowers, to turning into adept bakers who convert this harvest into honey. Their job profile is impressive. They double up as housekeepers too, tidying up the hive and ensuring the larvae are well tended. But it's not all work and no fight for these valiant workers. When danger lurks, they morph into fearless warriors, guarding their hive against invaders. It's their fierce commitment to hive safety that leads to the tragic, sacrificial act of stinging, a remarkable instance of the selfless behavior that pervades the insect kingdom. Whether they're playing nursemaid, house cleaner, grocery shopper, or sentry worker, bees are crucial cogs in the colony's machinery. Their fascinating, multifaceted lives underscore just how pivotal each bee is to the survival and success of the hive. But remember, this hard work isn't simply for their benefit. Their tireless toil impacts the broader ecosystem in profound ways, a topic we'll delve into later. Stay tuned. The anatomy of a bee sting. Did you know that a bee's sting isn't merely a tiny weapon, but a testament to nature's intricacies? Unpacking the science behind this tool, we find an intriguing piece of evolutionary craftsmanship. This apparatus, unique to the worker honeybee, comprises a stylus flanked by two barbed slides. The sting's cruelly clever barbs are what anchor it deeply in the skin of its target. Once the sting has lodged in, the bee flexes its tiny muscles, squirting venom from its attached sac into the unfortunate recipient. But the complexity of this design comes with a tragic twist. This impressive, specialized weapon becomes the architect of the bee's doom, setting the stage for a heart-rending sacrifice. Dive deeper with us as we explore this fascinating act of self-sacrifice in the next section. The act of stinging, a selfless sacrifice. As unexpected as it may seem, when a bee uses its sting, it is not an act of aggression but rather a defense mechanism. It's a critical moment, triggered when the safety of the hive is in jeopardy. The bee's barbed stinger embeds itself firmly into the perceived threat, and as the bee makes a desperate attempt to pull away, a tragic scene unfolds. The stinger, along with the venom sac and part of its digestive tract, is torn away from its body, remaining embedded in the attacker. It's a gut-wrenching moment of ultimate sacrifice, one that vividly demonstrates a phenomenon that biologists refer to as altruistic behavior. In essence, it is the epitome of putting the needs of the many above the needs of the one. It's an act that highlights the unwavering loyalty worker bees possess for their colony, ready to lay down their lives without a second thought for the greater good of the hive. The intricacies of this self-sacrificing act showcases not only the complexities of nature, but also the sheer dedication these tiny creatures have for the survival of their community. The aftermath of the sting, the bee's death. Following the bee's selfless act of heroism, a heartbreaking scene unfolds. Instead of perishing instantly, the bee manages to fly away, but not in its entirety. It leaves behind its stinger, venom sac, and a part of its digestive tract. This gruesome exit triggers a domino effect of bodily damage that no creature, let alone one as small as a bee, could survive. A wound this severe is no minor mishap, and within a matter of minutes, the brave little warrior succumbs to an abdominal rupture. This is not a pleasant end, and witnessing it can stir feelings of sadness and admiration for these incredible creatures who pay the ultimate price for their hive's safety. This scene may make you reflect on the harsh realities of the natural world, where survival often comes at a steep cost. While it's a heartbreaking sight, it's also a poignant reminder of a bee's unwavering dedication to its colony. It's not the same for all bees. Buckle up, as the bee-stinging narrative takes a twist. While the story we've just narrated holds true for our honey-producing friends, it doesn't apply to all members of the bee and wasp family. Meet the bumblebees and yellow jackets. They are the exceptions to the one sting and die rule. These tough creatures are armed with a lance-like stinger adorned with smaller, sleeker barbs which doesn't get stuck in the skin of their targets. This smooth getaway design permits them to sting repeatedly without risking self-destruction. So if you thought all bees share the tragic fate of dying post-sting, think again. Nature, in its infinite variety, has furnished different species with diverse defense mechanisms. Thus, while honeybees face the grim consequence of a life-ending sting, their cousins in the bee world buzz off unharmed, ready to sting another day. The importance of bees to the ecosystem. Let's tip our hats to these tiny superheroes, the bees, whose role in our ecosystem is nothing short of monumental. As they zip from bloom to bloom, indulging in a sweet nectar banquet, they're unknowingly conducting a vital symphony of life. This sweet dance of theirs aids in the pollination of plants, a key process in food production. Picture this: nearly 1/6 of the world's flowering plant species rely on these buzzing maestros for pollination. And let's not forget, about 400 types of agricultural plants are indebted to bees for their existence. Imagine the ripple effect if bees were to vanish. A world devoid of rich and colorful fruits, vegetables, and the vibrant diversity of flowering plants. It would be like watching the colors fade from a once vibrant painting. Our planet's biodiversity and much of our food supply depends heavily on their tireless buzzing. So when we delve into the world of bees, we not only encounter intriguing behaviors and tragic sacrifices, but also realize their irreplaceable role in the canvas of life.